Give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They run. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the ground, it's Chubb. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield able to find Harris, complete. Trot it. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, 46 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw is Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They'll run on first down. Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch up. Check three.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill got a man. It's Brown. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now he'll escape to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They come out here in the eye. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a give right side. It's Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I got you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
We're 33. Protein spill. 34-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On fourth down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Go! Hey, lock it! Check out. Leo! Hey, now!
Tannehill now to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Look at me.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Crunch.
Cousins gives way to Cook. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
2 draw quarters.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, Vikings.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the carry, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Jahan! 382, left 50. Check.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. First down, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
20. Mark by 4. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
180. Check. Watch 54. Check pass.
From the 39, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Shift. Watch the safety creep.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They run, Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go, Mike. 180. 300.
Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. You got tight right there.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Cook with a first down and much more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 36, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Well, the second down throw on target, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A give running right is Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Good. 20. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You get blocked. Hey, alert. Hurry. Cut.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Watch the ship. He's coming. General West. Line out.
They start the drive with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 38, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54. Hurry! Go. Right there, 54. Hurry!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Final play of the half, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Run. Let's go.
Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, orbit.
On third down, Mayfield. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They run again on first down, Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Taki able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Good route here. Hey, 382, lane 50. Bravo. Where's your hot?
3rd and long for Cousins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mayfield finding Beckham. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They run again on first down. Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And they got the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.